Okay, so we went camping. I had this picture perfect little idea of our adventure with hot dogs and s'mores and fireflies next to a campfire, and it kind of stayed in my head because everything went wrong. When I say everything, I mean literally everything and then some. I don't have pictures or footage of this grand debacle, but here's pretty much how it went. Okay, so all this chaos started even before we left. That morning, my son had a very exciting morning at daycare. That plus the excitement of the trip, he was emotionally overloaded. Before leaving, I checked the weather, and it said there was going to be full sun the whole weekend with a little chill in the morning. But being mid-June and everything, I'm like, what could go wrong, right? Wrong. When we woke up, it was freezing. I mean, really freezing. 0 degrees, frost on the ground, freezing. So because of that, we didn't get much sleep, and the light of my life woke up like a little gremlin that morning. So that didn't make things better. Now, I'm pretty sure you're like, well, she's just exaggerating. Those are just mishaps that happen in camping. Well, here's the kicker. When I went to start my car, it didn't start. Yeah, my battery decided that, nope, I'm done. I've served you long enough. I am taking a break now. So we had to walk all the way to the service center to grab some booster cables and come all the way back to the camp. That brings us to a total of about 1.5 kilometers before 8 a.m. At least we caught a break because my son on our way back decided to ask every single person we crossed paths with if they had any extra battery for us. So we found this very lovely couple who accepted to boost us. So that brings us to about 11 a.m. So I just took some ham, threw it between two slices of bread, and we hit the trail because I had promised my son a little stroll in nature for grand adventure. That trail was supposed to be child-friendly, very easy, little stroll, nice and relaxing with some waterfalls along the way. And, well, I think we must not have the same definition as child-friendly and easy because after the fourth super steep hill, my son just decided, nope, too tired, let's go to camp, Mom. And he had a point. Taking into account that they were actually planning another very chilly morning, that we were tired, that I had a little gremlin with me, I opted to just pack up early and leave car losses and just go home before anything bad could happen. But you know what? We survived and we actually had a blast. And I saw my son get out of his shell. He is usually someone who's very reserved and very shy, and he got to talk to strangers. He got to say hi to a lot of people, and that just made my day. Now, I learned a few lessons along the way. For example, first of all, don't go to remote locations without a booster pack. That's simple. Summer, winter, fall, whatever. Always have a booster pack with you. By the way, leave a comment if you have any suggestions because I'm in the market for a super reliable booster pack now. Second of all, solo camping with a 4.5-year-old for the first time, that's a sport. And there's a few times where I wished that there was actually a second adult with me. Third, I am a planner. I love planning. And this experience actually taught me that planning is useless. Just enjoy the moment. Whether it's a hike, camping trip, whatever. You never know what life can throw at you. And you might end up on a random Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. eating nuggets for emotional support. And finally, I realized that we are actually a lot tougher than I thought. We did it. We got out of the house. We went on an adventure. We survived. And we actually had a lot of fun doing it. Part of that fun is actually because I had awesome gear, from the tent to the blankets to the chairs to the food. Everything worked. Special shout out to my OneTigris camping blanket because they were awesome. They kept us nice and toasty all night long. We didn't feel the cold until we got out of the tent. Also, portable camping toilet, genius. When my son saw the dry toilet, he was scared he was going to fall in the hole. So having that backup at camp was a lifesaver. And also the other heroes of this adventure were our water bladders in our day packs. They kept us hydrated. My son loved his. It was super practical and he thought it was super cool. He actually doesn't want to go anywhere without them anymore. But yeah, camping was a hot mess. It wasn't pretty, wasn't perfect, but we still managed to have fun and I learned a few things. It taught me how to use my gear in real life conditions. And yeah, we're planning to do our next outing soon. So if you're interested in the gear I used, what worked, what didn't, and also what I wish I had, just leave me a comment. And smash that like button if emotional toddler survival stories are your thing. And don't forget to subscribe for more outdoors chaos on my learning journey.